At some point in your career, probably more than once, you have sat at your desk, done the maths, looked at your payslip, and thought, this isn't enough. You know you're worth more. Your manager probably knows you're worth more. The job ads for your exact role at other companies are listing salaries £5,000 above what you're currently earning. And yet, you haven't asked, not because you don't deserve it, not because the timing isn't right, because nobody ever told you how. Nobody gave you the words, the preparation, the framework, or the confidence to walk into that conversation and come out with a yes. This video is that. The complete, word-for-word, step-by-step guide to asking for a pay rise and actually getting one. Let's go. Here's a number that should make you uncomfortable. Research consistently shows that around 70% of employees who ask for a pay rise get one, either the full amount they asked for, or a meaningful partial increase. 70%. The majority of people who don't get a pay rise never asked for one. This video is going to give you everything you need to be in that 70%. We're covering when to ask and when not to, exactly how to prepare your case, the precise words to use in the room, what to do if they say no, and the one mistake that kills more pay rise conversations than anything else. By the end of this video, you'll have everything except the courage, and honestly, the preparation takes care of most of that too.
Timing is not everything in a pay rise conversation, but bad timing can kill a perfectly good case before it starts. So let's get this right. The best times to ask: your annual or 6-monthly review. This is the most natural and expected moment. Your manager is already thinking about your performance and value. Use it. After a significant win, you've just delivered a big project, landed a client, solved a problem that mattered. The moment when your value is most visible is the moment to have the conversation, when you've taken on more responsibility. If your role has grown more people, more scope, more complexity, and your salary hasn't, that gap is your argument. When you have a competing offer. If another company has offered you more money, this is legitimate leverage. Use it honestly and professionally, not as a threat, but as market evidence of your value. The worst times to ask: when the company is in a visible financial difficulty, redundancies, profit warnings, restructuring. The answer will almost certainly be no, and asking in this context can damage your standing. Right after a mistake or a difficult period. Your credibility needs to be high when you walk into this conversation. Ambushing your manager with no warning. Springing it on them in a corridor or at the end of an unrelated meeting is almost always counterproductive. Give them time to prepare, because their yes requires approval too. Timing doesn't create the case, but the right timing lets the case land. This is the chapter that separates the people who get pay rises from the people who don't. Not confidence, not luck, preparation.
Most people walk into a pay rise conversation with a feeling. I work hard, I've been here 3 years, I deserve more. These things may all be true, but feelings are not a business case. Your manager has to justify your pay rise to their manager. Give them the ammunition to do it. Step 1. Know your market rate. Go to Glassdoor, LinkedIn Salary, Total Jobs in the UK, or Indeed Salary in the US. Search your exact job title, your location, your experience level. Find the range. If you're being paid below the midpoint of that range for your role, that is objective, external evidence that you are under market. Write it down. Step 2. Document your wins. For the past 6 to 12 months, write down every significant contribution you've made. Projects delivered. Revenue generated or supported. Problems solved. Time or money saved for the business. Promotions of people you've mentored. Keep it factual and specific. I managed the team well as a feeling. I delivered the rebrand project 3 weeks ahead of schedule, and $12,000 under budget is a case. Step 3. Quantify wherever possible. Numbers make arguments. I increased client retention by 18%. I reduced onboarding time from 6 weeks to 3. I brought in 4 new accounts this quarter. If you can put a number next to your contribution, do it. Step 4. Know your number. Decide in advance what you're asking for. Not a vague more money, a specific figure or percentage. In the UK, a 5 to 10% increase is a typical ask for a strong performer in a stable company. In the US, 8 to 15% is common. Research your market rate first, then anchor your ask to it. The preparation is the confidence. Walk in with evidence and a number, and the conversation becomes a discussion, not a gamble.
This is the part of the video most people came for, the actual words. So here they are. Step 1. Request the meeting in advance. Don't spring this on your manager. Send a message or email that says something like, "Hi sir, I'd love to find 20 minutes in your diary to discuss my salary and progression. I've been doing some preparation and would value the chance to talk it through." That's it. Short, professional, no ambiguity. They know what it's about. They have time to prepare. And you've framed it as a professional conversation, not a demand. Step 2. Open the conversation with context, not a number. Don't lead with the figure. Lead with your case. I've really valued the past years of working here, and I'm genuinely committed to what we're building. I've taken some time to look at where I've contributed and also at where the market is for this role, and I'd like to talk about my salary. Then, present your wins. 2 or 3 specific examples. Numbers where you have them. Keep it brief. This is not a performance review. It's a conversation. Step 3. Name the number. After the evidence, say it clearly. Based on my contributions and the current market rate for this role, I'd like to discuss moving my salary to increase. Then, and this is critical, to stop talking. Do not fill the silence. Do not immediately qualify or walk it back. Let the number sit. The first person to speak after the number is at a disadvantage. Make sure it isn't you. That silence will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is normal. Sit in it. Let's talk about the no, because it happens. And how you handle it matters almost as much as the ask itself. First, don't react emotionally in the room. Thank them for the conversation. Ask if you can follow up. Then leave and process. Second, ask the right question. Not why not, which sounds defensive. Ask, what would I need to achieve or demonstrate over the next 6 months for a salary review to be possible? That question does 3 things. It signals that you're not giving up. It forces your manager to give you a specific roadmap. And it creates a documented commitment because now they've told you what the target is, and you're holding them to it. Third, get it in writing. After the meeting, send a brief email summarizing, "Thank you for our conversation today. To confirm my understanding, I'll focus on my targets and look forward to revisiting this." This protects you and creates accountability. Fourth, know when a no means it's time to leave. If you have a strong case, you've asked professionally, they've said no without a clear pathway, and the market is paying significantly more, that information is also useful. The job market is the ultimate pay rise negotiation tool. Sometimes the answer isn't a better conversation, it's a better company.
I promised you the one mistake that kills more pay rise conversations than anything else. Here it is. Apologizing for asking. It sounds like this: I know it's a difficult time. I don't want to be difficult. But I'm sorry to bring this up, but I was just wondering, every one of those openers hands the power in the conversation to your manager before you've even started. You are preemptively shrinking. You are telling them you don't fully believe you deserve what you're about to ask for. Asking for a pay rise is a professional conversation between 2 adults about market value and contribution. It is not a favor. It is not an imposition. It is a normal, legitimate part of working life that your employer expects you to do and that you have every right to initiate. You do not need to apologize for knowing your worth. Go in with your evidence. Name your number. Stop talking. And do not apologize for any of it. Let's bring it together. Know your timing. Build your case with evidence and a specific number. Use the exact words we covered. Request the meeting, open with context, name the number, then stop talking. If they say no, ask the right question and get it in writing. And whatever you do, do not apologize for asking. The 70% of people who ask and get a yes are not more talented than you. They are not more experienced than you. They prepared. They asked. And they didn't shrink. Now here's what I want from you right now. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever asked for a pay rise? Just yes or no. And if yes, did you get it? I want to know the real numbers. Because I genuinely think the comment section on this video is going to tell a story that surprises all of us, and I'll be in there reading every single one. If this video helped you find the words you've been looking for, share it with someone who's been putting off having this conversation. It might be the most useful thing you send them this year. I'm the Skint Investor. New video every week. See you then.